What's going on, everybody? Mahai back with another video, and today we've got another TownHall 14 attack strategy. I've been doing a lot of ground attacks lately, so I'm going to be going to air now. We're going to be using all Electro Dragons in the army camps, and we're going to be bringing quad clone with a rage and then 2 yetis in the clan castle. Kind of just like the yeti quad clone mass dragon attack at TownHall 17. So for equipments, I'm going to be running the Electro Boots and the Rocket Spear on the Royal Champion. On the Queen, we've got the Healer Puppet Giant Arrow. We've got the default equipment on the Minion Prince, and then on the Warden, we are running the Eternal Tome and the Rage Gem. A lot of people have been worried about the Eternal Tome rework. I personally think people are overreacting. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, to be honest. So I'm going to go hop into a friendly challenge and show you guys how this works. Alright, so all we're going to do here, we're going to drop our Queen somewhere like this, and you're going to aim for air defenses and air sweepers with her Giant Arrow. So I'm just going to shoot it like this and try to get that air sweeper as well as that air defense, maybe even the backside air defense. It's just kind of hard to get a perfect angle, especially when we got to wait. We're probably going to have to wait for that army camp to go down first. Even if we don't get that, if we just get that first air defense right here, I'm fine with that. And then on the opposite side, we're going to use the Royal Champion up here and use her Rocket Spear ability. And she should be able to take out a bunch of these defenses up here. No problem. Hopefully she can even get in and get that eagle down. That would be clutch. And then as soon as you drop that, you don't want to waste any time. You want to get all your dragons in a line like this in the funnel. Then you're going to drop your Warden. Then you're going to drop your Blimp and your Minion Prince. And you're going to use an early Warden ability because you are using the Rage Vial. So you don't want them to take any damage on the entry. And then when you get to the core, wherever the Blimp gets, hopefully it makes it in the Town Hall compartment. If not, it's not always the end of the world. We're just going to drop it here and just quad clone something like this, and we're just going to try to get down that entire compartment with our yetis, and then that leaves a pretty small portion of the base for our Electro Dragons to get. Basically just, what would that leave? Something like this is all that would be left for our Electro Dragons, which really is pretty simple. Keep them in a tight pack. They can cruise through the base. So let's get rid of this drawing, and we'll just press play on this attack. Do exactly the plan I said. I got to wait for that army camp to go down first. We'll shoot our Giant Arrow. Unfortunately, it took a weird angle. We got the backside air sweeper, but it didn't really affect anything anyway because we weren't coming in from that side. But we did get the air defense that we were after. It also hit the Queen and left her really low, which is really nice. Should be able to easily take out the enemy Queen with our Queen now. So we did get pretty good value there. Our Royal Champion is probably going to get stuck on these heroes and not get the Eagle, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Our Blimp does make it to the Town Hall compartment, so we're just going to quad clone all of our Yetis and rage them up. They should be able to deal with that no problem. We use the Minion Prince ability to frost everything over, just slow all the defenses down so your Yetis can get even more value. We take out the enemy Royal Champion. Hopefully those Yeti Mites can get the air defense, which they do. So all the air defenses are gone now. We have a massive group of Electro Dragons at the top. We still got our Queen alive at the bottom. Our Yetis still putting in work. Look how overkilled this base is. It stood absolutely no chance. Now we just gotta wait. We got no spells or anything to drop. We just gotta wait for our Electro Dragons to clean up the rest of the base. Our Yetis out of our Blimp actually survived, which is insane. They're gonna stay alive to the end of the attack. Queen cleaning up trash. I don't even know if we lost any Electro Dragons. We have so many of them alive. Unfortunately, they're stuck on some skeletons, which is annoying, but it doesn't even matter. We crushed the base. This is a very fast attack as well. So let's go hop into another replay. All right, on to the next replay. We're going to shoot our Giant Arrow. We do get the air defense. We do get an air sweeper over here as well. So the air sweeper was pointed in this direction, I believe. So that's why we're going to come in from this side, because this one's pointed down. So now we won't have to fight that air sweeper at all. We do have an air defense, 2 single Infernos, and the Eagle on the backside of the base, which I kind of wanted to path through. But just based on the Giant Arrow value we got, we're going to path in from this side. Because as long as you don't have to fight an air sweeper, this attack does pretty well. We take out the Town Hall, we're taking out the scatter shots down here. Hopefully we can get that single Inferno with our Yetis. That would be really clutch, but we did get a bunch of Teslas to pop, so they might not even target that. Let's see, I'm curious if this will go down, because if that goes down, that would be clutch. Our Electro Dragons will get that bottom one, no problem. We are getting a bunch of Yeti Mites to jump onto that Inferno now, and it does go down, which is huge. Enemy Queen goes down. We still have our Queen at the bottom with healers. Have an Electro Dragon with her, 3 Electro Dragons down here. Minion Prince is low health. We have a big group of Electro Dragons up here as well. Unfortunately, they're not going to target that air defense, which is really annoying. But our Queen should be able to take out this air defense down here, no problem. If they could path to that air defense, that would be great. Okay, we finally get one to path to it, which should be enough. Even if it does go down, the death damage should be able to take out that. And it does go down. So our queen with the one Electro Dragon at the bottom have nothing left to stop them. All that's left is an archer tower and a wizard tower that can even target us now. So it will be absolutely no problem. We'll cruise through this as well. So we're just going to 2x through. And another nice overkill. So let's go hop into another one. Alright, so we're just trying to mix it up with a bunch of different style bases. We shoot the giant arrow this time. We get 2 air defenses, which is really nice. Then we're going to pick up a 3rd air defense with our rocket spear. So now there's only 1 air defense left on this back corner here. Should be absolutely no problem. This base should be overkilled. We do have multi-infernos as well. But since I went for the 2 air defenses, we are going to have to fight this air sweeper a little bit, but it's not too bad. It pushes back our blimp 1 time. Then the blimp flies right on by. We get our yetis delivered to the town hall, which is exactly what we wanted. We're fighting off the enemy super dragon. Fortunately, it is targeted onto our yetis, so it's keeping our electro dragons pretty healthy. And our yeti mites honestly didn't get a ton of value because there just wasn't that much around the town hall. But it's not even going to matter. Look how crushed this base is again. Like I said, it's a multi-inferno and an air defense is basically all that's left to defend this base. Our queen still has healers, so she'll be able to deal with that bottom side, no problem. We do still have our minion prince up as well. There's really nothing to target the minion prince except for that archer tower. Unfortunately, it does target the minion prince instead of that electro dragon, so it does go down. What is there? 2 archer towers and a wizard tower. That's it. So we're just going to 2x through this again. This base again crushed so fast. This is a really fast attack. You can use it with normal dragons as well. You can also even use it with dragon riders if you want. That works pretty well too. I might test it out with some other troops as well. Maybe like inferno dragons, something like that. See if that works. Maybe super minions. So as you see, another nice 3-star. So we'll go hop into another replay now. Alright, so we got a diamond style base this time. We're going to shoot the giant arrow from the bottom. We get both air sweepers. So now we don't have to worry about those. We're going to use our rocket spear up here just to kind of set that funnel. We didn't get a whole lot of value air defense wise, but I basically just used them to set the funnel. We did get the sweepers out of the way, so we don't have to fight that at all. And I don't think the blimp, the blimp isn't going to make it to the town hall this time. So we'll just keep them in this compartment, which is fine. They'll get a bunch of value there. We use our minion prince ability to frost over a bunch of the defenses in the core. We are fighting off that super dragon, no problem, under the rage of our rage vial from our warden. So we are going to end on the town hall, which can be a little bit sketchy. But look, there's no air defense left already. We passed through all the air defense, and we don't have to fight any air sweepers. So we're pretty well chilling right now. We obviously don't have any spells or anything to use, so we're just going to have to sit back and wait now. But most of our electro dragons are grouped up, which is exactly what you want. We have 1 off to the right side, which is clearing trash, which is cool with me. Wouldn't have made that big of a difference having the 1 more in the pack, so it is nice that he's cleaning the trash over there. Royal Champion is about to go down, which honestly isn't bad because then that won't mess up our chains. But we do have our minion prince and our queen with these electro dragons as well, but it's not going to matter. It's a town hall. Oh, I don't know why I still have notifications on from him. I don't even watch him or play Madden anymore, but whatever, I guess. So look how many electro dragons we have alive again. Our queen's still alive. Our minion prince is still alive. This base was crushed. We'll just 2x through this. Yeah, that base stood absolutely no chance. Another crushing 3-star. It's a very simple attack too. Now, even if you mess up your giant arrow, a lot of times it still does 3 stars. So let's go hop into one more replay. Into the final replay, we have a bunch of single infernos this time. We shoot our giant arrow from the top corner, and we actually took out 2 air defenses, which is really nice. We'll be able to get a 3rd now with our rocket spear. We'll send all of our electro dragons in now. We still have both sweepers up. We will have to fight one of them, and then we're still going to have all 3 single infernos up. But fortunately, our Royal Champion does actually take out one of the singles. So now we've got the Eagle and 2 singles left. We are fighting that sweeper, and we're also fighting the Super Dragon out of the enemy clan castle. So it could be a little bit annoying, but we do have a nice grouping on our troops here. The Yeti mites actually take out that scatter shot right as they're going down, which is really nice. Minion Prince should target the Eagle Artillery here, which will go down. That'll be really clutch for our Electro Dragons that are hanging way back here. They won't be targeted by the Eagle Artillery now for the rest of the attack. So I need my Minion Prince to target that single, and unfortunately it doesn't. It goes to the bomb tower, so we are going to lose that Minion Prince. But we should still have enough to push through here. We got our Queen still alive. I think there's 5 Electro Dragons up there, maybe 4. And we got 2 down here, obviously going to go down to that single. Did that Archer Tower go down to the death damage? Okay, it does. Yeah, but it's low health anyway, and it didn't target the single either way. So we're just going to 2x through this now. We do still have a Yeti alive, and unfortunately it pulled the healers away from my Queen, which is annoying. I'd much rather have the healers on the Queen. But we should still have enough to get through this. We should be able to overwhelm that Inferno, especially with those Yetis still being alive. The Queen, unfortunately, gets targeted. She's going to go down. This actually ended up being really close. We got some skeletons popping now. Wow, this was really annoying. Yeti does tank the single Inferno, which was clutch. And the Yeti Mites actually took it out anyway. We didn't even need our Electro Dragon to shoot. So as you see, very simple, very powerful attack strategy. Let me know how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys next time.